Yeah, again, I think I served really well, and again, I played really well. I think the last two matches has been my best ones in this tournament. Today the conditions were a little bit tougher than the other days. It was a little bit windy, and then the rain came on the court a little bit, but I think it was a great match. And what makes me really happy is that I never really played well in Australia before. I didn't have the results here, and now finally I won a tournament playing really good tennis, which makes me really happy, and it gives me a lot of confidence for Melbourne. Yeah, and now I had the best possible preparations I could have. 5 good matches here, and then now I will have a week of rest and practice in Melbourne, and then I'll be more than ready to go. Yeah, I improved a lot on many aspects. I think, of course, a couple of years ago I could still play very well, and when I played my best tennis, I could beat a lot of good players, but I wasn't very consistent. And I think the last 2 years I've been very consistent. I played really well in all the big tournaments, which was my goal. So I think if I can keep on improving, trying to become a better player, I still have some parts of my game that I need to work on, and I think if I can do that, I have a good chance to have a couple of really good seasons in front of me. I fear everybody. um, I know that I have a good chance to do really well if I play good tennis like here, but I have to play well. I think last year it showed that I wasn't at my best, and then I lost in the first round. So you have to be really prepared for every match. Raining indoors? No. No, I was a little bit surprised, but it wasn't much, but it's enough to make the court slippery, especially the lines get a little bit slippery, so I wasn't expected that. But I played many years on tour, and I'm prepared for everything now. Well, I see it as a positive thing because, as you said, we had so many good players in the past, and they all inspired me a lot. That's why I started to play tennis, and that's how I got into tennis. There was always someone to watch, and I had a lot of idols. And now it's only me, but I really hope that I could do a little bit of the same for kids back in Sweden now.
Yeah, he served great. Conditions were heavy, and he served through it better. He was able to kind of flatten out his serve a little bit better, and I think that was the difference. I wasn't able to get into any return games, and he got into 2 and was able to break in those. I don't think the conditions will be similar to this in Melbourne, but all you can ask for, I think, is getting in 5 good matches. That's what you want after a layoff. So. It didn't go my way today, but overall I feel like I should be prepared for Melbourne. Well, I just wanted to make sure we weren't playing on a slippery court. I mean, I love this tournament. That being said, if it was set alone, you wouldn't have the entire tennis world coming down to this area of the world. The end goal is Melbourne, and I think the last thing any player wants to do is risk that. And I said, I don't think you want to compromise the quality of your final by having guys scared to move. With that in the back of your head. I don't think I was agreed with on all of my points, which was of concern to me. But luckily the weather kind of bluffed enough to where it kept us off until it was dry. So, and as soon as you see a half of the stadium with umbrellas up, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out which way it's going. So then my concern was, maybe we should. He said, well, it's not slippery yet. I said, okay, so you want to wait till we prove that it's slippery, which is done by what? Slipping. Before we don't want to be proactive. I guess we want to be reactionary. And he thought it was best to be reactionary. Sure. I felt like I hit the ball very well this week. I returned pretty well. I think I could serve a little better, but if there's one thing that I don't worry about as much as the rest when it's not going well, it's my serve. So, all in all, with the exception of if I would have won today, I don't know if I would have felt much different about my preparation going into Melbourne. I feel comfortable. I feel like I got what I needed out of this week.